Now, one of the questions some of you have been asking us is, are there any long-term effects from this smoke?
Our Danielle Church worked to find an answer today. So, Danielle, what can you tell us?
Well, Scott, Mary Alice, let's start with the short-term symptoms here, which some people may have experienced over the last couple of days. I'm told they can include itchy eyes, watery eyes, difficulty breathing, headaches, and even a scratchy throat. When it comes to these long-term effects, though, they can be different, and they also vary by people's age group.
We are observing right now is a short-term acute air pollution episode, right? So which means very high concentration in a short period of time.
Max Jung from Cornell University says studies show wildfire smoke's long-term effects can impact kids' lung function, but over time their bodies can also heal them too. He says healthy adults aren't likely to notice any change, but those with pre-existing respiratory and cardiovascular conditions could be impacted by the particulate matter coming from the smoke.
What we have going on these past couple of days is unprecedented. Generally, the air quality has improving over the decades because of the Clean Air Act.
Chris Morawski with the Clean Air Coalition of Western New York says the legislation was enacted in the 70s, which tries to reduce and control air pollution nationwide. Since then, he says industrial factories have stricter mandates, vehicle emissions are cleaner, and even the closure of the Tonawanda Coke factory have all made a difference in our air.
Overall, would you say that our air quality has been improving long-term health of people in New York State?
Yes, actually, before this, severe episode, New York State does not have any of the exceedance in the fine particulate. However, right, so now what we are seeing could be a change in the paradigm in how the air quality is going to be like in the next decades.
In fact, Governor Kathy Hochul says the smoke from the wildfires is the worst the state has seen since before the Clean Air Act became law.
But it's also a wake-up call that this is the new normal for what we're going to be dealing with. When I spoke to the Canadian Council, he said that their increase is up 1,400%.
Now, I am told there is one thing that could threaten the Clean Air Act. It's a Supreme Court case from last year. It's called the EPA versus West Virginia. And that case ultimately decided that the EPA does not have complete control in regulating air quality. Reporting live in Buffalo, Danielle Church, Channel 2 News.